Hello, I'm Sangeeta Kandola. Welcome to Finance, Equity and Inclusion, a programme by ITN Business. We continue to live in an economically uncertain landscape, but through innovation, technology and putting people first, there are ways to create a more equitable and inclusive financial future. To discuss this further, I'm joined now by Fintech Circle CEO Susanne Chishti. Susanne, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Why is equity and inclusion so important in finance?
In finance, equity and inclusion are a strategic necessity because diverse perspectives foster innovation and enhance decision-making and risk management. And so what does equity actually mean? So equity means to treat everybody fairly. Equity is not the same as equality. There's a small, subtle difference. So equality means everybody is treated equally, while equity means, and equity acknowledges that not everybody starts from the same starting point. So the individual circumstances are different, and therefore the treatment might be different or might have to be different in order to achieve that the end goal is equal. And secondly, inclusion. Inclusion refers to the fact that we want to give individuals, irrespective of their background, access to financial opportunities, to increase economic opportunities, and increase our financial environment overall. And therefore, diversity, equity, and inclusion have got the power to dismantle systemic barriers which still exist and to cultivate an industry and a society which really caters for all. And as CEO and founder of Fintech Circle, that's very important to me. That's why I am a champion of DEI since a long time. And in terms of gender diversity, for example, we know that 50% of all customers in finance are women. And therefore, I believe, that 50% of all leadership positions of wealth should be held by women too.
How can the financial sector provide a fairer financial future through innovation, technology or sustainability?
Innovation, technology and sustainability are the cornerstones of fairer finance. The reason why those three pillars are so important is because innovation always challenges the status quo. It allows us to come up with new business model, new ideas, new solutions to cater for new market segments. Technology such as AI, for example, new data analytics, allows to democratize access to financial services, so to allow to service new customer segments at lower costs, which has not been possible in the past. And equally, sustainability is key because it allows for ethical growth, sustainable growth. And that's what we want to get to, in our sector.
So, Susanne, how can the financial sector best implement net zero plans?
The Standard & Poor's 500 Net Zero ESG Index has outperformed the S&P 500 Generic Index this year. So we can see that reducing carbon intensity increases operational efficiency and the share price, which is great news. So collaboration with industry peers, regulators and other stakeholders helps us to accelerate our transition to net zero. And that's important because we are desperately in need to move to a net zero economy over the next 25 years to ensure that our temperatures do not rise by more than 1.5 degrees.
And Susanne, globally, how does the Fintech Circle community focus on fairer finance?
We want to make sure that Fintech is a force for good. We want to make sure that Fintech empowers individuals, companies, SMEs to contribute to a better society, to allow all of us to answer the question, why do we exist? And why do we as companies make the world a better place?
Susanne, fascinating stuff. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.